Hello everyone and welcome to Learning Minds. My name is Jyoti Nigam and I am a software engineer. This is the fifth video of Elasticsearch playlist. In this video, I'll be talking about how Elasticsearch scales, what is sharding, and how documents are distributed across shards. Now, sharding is one of the most important concepts of Elasticsearch, and I guarantee you, if you listen carefully, you will understand this very well in this video. Now, Elasticsearch is extremely scalable because of its distributed architecture. One of the reasons is sharding. Now, before getting into what is sharding, I'll tell you why do we even need it. So suppose you have an index that is having a lot of documents and say your index has 1 TB of data, 1 terabyte of data. So, and now you have two nodes in your cluster. The cluster is basically collection of nodes. Nodes can be your computer system, the machines. And so you have two nodes in the cluster and these nodes have say 512 GB for storing the data. Now what will happen is that this index is of 1 terabyte and your node can store 512 GB of data. So the entire index will not fit on either of the nodes. So we need to split the index in some manner that would effectively use this disk space. Now in the scenarios where the size of the index exceeds the hardware limits of a single node, we use the concept of sharding. So, sharding solves this problem by dividing the indices into smaller pieces, and these pieces are called shards. You see over here that this index is divided into four shards A, B, C, and D, and each shard is of 256 GB. Now, when the index is sharded, a document within that index would only be stored in one of the shards. These shards can be hosted on any node within the cluster. So you see over here that the shard A and B are hosted on node A and shard C and D are hosted on node B. Now there are two main reasons why sharding is important. The one being that it allows you to split the indices and you can scale large volumes of data and you will not face any bottleneck and you can always increase the number of shards for a particular index. The other important reason is that the operations can be distributed across multiple nodes. So I'll be explaining you this in the next video. So this is the entire concept of sharding. So the basic idea behind this is that suppose you have a cluster of nodes and you can spread these shards out across like multiple different nodes. And as you need more capacity, what you can do is you can just add on more machines into your cluster and you can spread this load out more efficiently. Now, how do we know that which document is stored in which shard? So we basically learned that data is stored on potentially more than one node in a cluster. And this is possible with sharding. Now, how do we identify that this document is stored in which shard? So there needs to be some way of determining this. So this can be determined by using the concept called routing. So Elasticsearch So that what Elasticsearch has done, so basically to make Elasticsearch as like easy to use, routing is automatically handled, and we don't need to manually do it. Even though there is a way we can do custom routing, and that is a like very advanced topic. So you see over here a formula is written which gives us the shard on which the document will be stored. For example, if you are a client and you add a document, this routing formula gets applied, and this gives you the shard value in which your document will be present, or where the document will be stored, or from where the document will be received. Now, what is this routing in this case? So, by default, routing will be equal to a given document's ID. Routing value will be a document ID, and it is hashed. Like documents are basically hashed to a particular shard. So a hashing function is applied, and this is divided by total primary shards. So this term primary shard will be covered in the next video. In the next video, I'll be talking about primary shards and replica shards. So do watch the next video. Right now, you can just take this term as it is. So now, when this formula gives us the value, then that document is stored in that shard. Or in this case, for some document, it is giving the shard E. So this document will be stored in shard E. This is the entire concept of routing. And as I told you that we can define the value of routing, and it is an advanced topic. Some important concepts I'll be covering in the next video. How does read write happens? What are primary shards and what are replica shards? And also I'll be telling you that we need to specify these shards while creating the document. All that will be covered in the next video. I hope you liked this video and you got an idea of what sharding in Elasticsearch is and what routing actually, like how the routing works. Do watch this playlist of Elasticsearch. This will be a complete playlist of Elasticsearch, and you can watch the previous videos. And do like, share, and subscribe. Also, comment down below if you need a video on any topic, and constructive feedbacks are always welcome. Thank you, everyone.